Thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I never thought I'd get here, especially in such little time. I really wanted to say thank you to all of those people who have been here with me through almost every video since they first found me. I really appreciate you guys. Now, onto the video. Oh, by the way, if I miss any of your comments, I'm sorry, but you can just comment below your question and I will respond. You guys were asking what program I use quite often, and I use iArtbook, which is an app which is practically Procreate but free, but somehow it has a less restricted animation assist. Now, that is a lot of questions, but I decided to group them up together because I pretty much answer tips for beginner animators with the answers to the following questions. I stay motivated by enjoying the learning part of the process and enjoying the satisfaction of seeing the well-made finished product. I also recommend listening to music or podcasts to make it more enjoyable. These will also make you focus better. Another thing I recommend is having snacks or fidgets with you. These allow you to take a small break without getting too distracted or sucked into social media. How did I get this good, you ask? Practice and learning. Remember, no one starts out as a master. You get better over time. This said, I recommend watching tutorials and animation videos to learn techniques, and please use references. You may think it's cheating, but no. Disney makes reference videos for every scene in its movies. It makes the animation process faster and the movement and proportions more realistic. Quick reminder to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this and animations. First thing to clarify, she's a girl, not a guy, but it makes sense why you thought she was a guy, because she intentionally dresses masculinely to get more jobs. She's a character from an animated series I'm working on called The Land We Once Knew, aka Tilwalk. My sister made the original story and I am adapting it and building on it with her. The character from the animation is called Iris. She's a poor young woman taking care of her brothers after her mum died and her dad left. She was also born with magic and is on the run from witch hunters. The other main character is Bella, a princess who's being forced into marriage by her mother after the king died, but refuses to marry without love. I hope you guys get as excited about this project as me, as I am very passionate about it. However, you'll have to be patient as a 30-minute animation will take time to make. It depends on the quality I'm going for, as an animatics type animation will take much less time than the fully rendered animation. To give you an idea, I'll list a couple examples. The Freeze Your Brain animatic, which is 3 minutes long, took 2 months to make, 2 months which were not very intense in levels of work. The Pride animation, which is 3.5 minutes long, took a very intense month to make. The Bubbly Multi-Animated Project Part 16 took 2 months to make with varying levels of intensity, like medium intensity. Some days I would work on it a little bit and then other days I'd work on it for hours and hours on end. That video is 5 seconds long. Now, my most famously ridiculous time to make an animation is my 1.5 second animation, which took me absolutely ages. It took a month and a week with very high intensity, and I'd like to remind you that the reason why it took so long is because I made a background, I textured every part of the animation, and I learned how to animate fire, lit the fire, and put lighting effects on the character. So, as insane as it sounds, it does make sense. I started animation in the pandemic. I didn't have an initial inspiration, but I've always loved art ever since I was very, very little. One day, I scrolled through the App Store on my iPad to find art apps and stumbled on animation. I downloaded Flipperclip back when the Pro features were an affordable one-time purchase and started experimenting. I fell in love with it quickly, and before I knew it, it consumed every part of my life. It made me see such beauty in movement and never hear a song without making an animatic in my head. It depends on how much free time I have. I spend most of my free time on it. Can you believe I'm burnt out now? On school weeks, I spend 2 to 3 days on average working on the animation. On exam weeks and pre-exam weeks, I spend no days on it, if I'm being responsible, which I'm not always, so take it with a grain of salt. But on holidays, I spend an average of 8 or 9 hours a day. Maximum has been 17 hours, which is so healthy, I know. Did I mention animation consumed my life? Good question. Sadly, no good answer. I don't know. I'm stuck between animation, my passion, and getting a more stable scientific job, for example, engineering or psychiatry, which I am good at and enjoy, but I'm not passionate about. Happily though, I don't have to think about that for another 2 years as I am 14, and the choices you make at this age don't close doors. You are asking the most relevant questions, Mr. Potato. The answer is yes, of course. Yes. I ask myself that every day. Joking. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I couldn't have gotten here without you. And good night. Sleep at some point, please.